All right, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, Ninja Nation, to another episode of Car Chronicles Reviews with the Lesser Stealthy Ninjas. It is your boy, Cosmic Boss, Cosmic Mixed Emotions Boss, today. Because today, we are reviewing Inside Out 2 from Pixar's latest film. And as you can see from this image alone, we have our 5 returning emotions: sadness, joy, anger, disgust, and fear, accompanied by 4 brand new emotions to our protagonist Riley in this film. And so we gonna jump right into it. So if you have not seen the original movie, or if you have not seen this one, we gonna keep spoilers light for this movie. But for the original, you've had your time. So you've had plenty of time. Go watch it now on Disney Plus. I'm gonna give you about 3 more seconds. Go watch it now on Disney Plus. It's one of Pixar's best movies they've ever made. So everybody remembers what that movie was about. It's about a preteen girl, and the emotions that a kid goes through, and that they experience, and how one has to balance the emotions. Like, very great messaging in that first movie. It's going to hit you right in the gut too, particularly a few moments. But this movie picks up with Riley as she basically is a teenager. She's 13, and the emotions, they're doing what they do. They are working together, keeping the girl happy, getting her through life. And then all of a sudden, they go to sleep one night, and they hear a beep, and it's a very small beep till they find it. And it's the alarm for puberty that is just beeping, and all of a sudden it's just blaring. And then they get rid of it. They try to send it to the back of her mind, and that's when the construction crew comes in and destroys everything. And so at this point, the first emotion that shows up is the new main emotion, anxiety, voiced by Maya Hawke. Now, in my opinion, this emotion stole the show, because basically the entire movie is about anxiety. Voiced by Maya Hawke, great character. Like, basically, like, wants to help, but gradually takes over. And it is just, anybody with any level of anxiety knows what that feels like. And it's about Riley going to, she's experiencing things that many people have experienced. Like, you're about to start high school, you may be scared, you may be having to go to a different high school where you don't know anybody, and like, she's hit with a bombshell on the way to hockey camp that her friends won't be going to another school because they're zoned to a different one. So yeah, it sets up. And then, like, how, like, once you're like a teenager and you're hit with something pretty hard and uncertainty, like, things can go like haywire for you very quick, very, very quick. Where you, especially you being young, you don't know how to manage your emotions well. And like, you see that throughout the film, her fighting to do different stuff, the emotions fighting to make her do different stuff, and how to manage that. And at what point the old emotions get bottled up and sent to, essentially, sent to a vault where basically Riley keeps her deep, dark secrets and other things she wants to hide. Where the vault they get put in, they get put in the vault with her childhood crush, one of them, which is this video game character who is useless, modeled very much so after, like, Dan from Street Fighter. Also in there is Nightmare Fuel, Bloofy, and his friend Pouchy. Watch the movie, because when you meet him, you'll understand what I mean by Nightmare Fuel. Basically, the main character of a kid's show that she still loves, even though she's like of a preschool kid show that she still loves as a teenager. You know, hey, a lot of people like those kind of shows. Like, whether it's Bluey, Blue's Clues, something. Like, we all have a show like that where it's just like, it's meant for people that aren't even in school yet, but it's like entertaining as hell. So, they break out. They go on a journey to try and basically get control of the Riley back. And like I said, we're gonna keep spoilers light, so I'm not gonna spoil the journey or what else happens. But the main thing about this movie, it's about how one deals with anxiety and how you have to learn to manage your emotions and how you can lose yourself to them doing various different things. And man, like there was a few points like in that movie that like it made the eyes water, fam. Made them water. Like there's some tough moments in there. Now I'm not gonna say there's a bing bong moment, but they get just as hard. But man, this was a great movie. And like I told a friend of the channel, Nico, Planet Nico, go check him out. When Pixar does something original, or it's like the first sequel to something that is very good that they've done, they don't miss. Like you could look at Pixar's entire history, you could say maybe they got one miss, and that's Cars 2. That's it. Everything else, dope. So, this was a great movie. And I'll say this about this movie. This has the best depiction of an anxiety attack that I have ever seen on film. The only other one that is equal to this is, I would say, Puss in Boots' Last Wish. And that's amazing that the two films that can depict an anxiety attack the best are animated movies. And so, go see Inside Out 2. It's Pixar at their best. It's amazing. It's funny. It's thought-provoking. It's got a great message. It's good for all ages and everybody. And the theater I went to had a little fan event, like nothing super big, but they were giving out little mystery pouches to everybody that came to see it for a particular time. And so I don't know what's in here, but we're going to open it up and we're going to see. Oh, okay. We have one of the new emotions, Envy, who was voiced by Ayo Edebiri. I'm probably mispronouncing that last name, but if you don't know who that is, or if you're struggling with that name, she is the sous chef from the show The Bear on Hulu. Very funny. And Envy in the movie, she was the smallest emotion that they added and the smallest emotion overall. But she was like, every time she spoke, it was like, oh man, you're going to laugh. Every time she spoke, you're going to laugh. So, yeah, man. Loved Envy in the movie. MVP of the film, Anxiety. Like every time Anxiety was on, I loved her. Yeah, man. And shout out to the second MVP of the movie, Embarrassment. Big boy held it down. So, go see Inside Out 2. Amazing movie. I give it a good 9.2 out of 10. So let me round that off. 9.25 out of 10. So we don't keep it with Game Informer scores. Go see the movie. It's amazing. You'll love it. And thank you for coming. And we'll see you in the next one, everybody. Peace.